What is up? Everybody's almost started playing the music again. Happy Saturday, everybody. Saturn Day. What's up? You there, Dan?
I'm here, Dave.
Hey, my fellow Saturn fan and aficionado, Dan the Mega Driver, is here to play some. I'm excited because I've been wanting to play. Well, you're in the UK, so we're gonna see. This might be a complete disaster, but we're gonna try anyway. So for folks who don't know, Dan and James of the SEGA guys, they just picked up some net links, or actually X bands to be honest. They're Japanese X band modems, and you got the USB modem. You're all hooked up, and you're able to play online with your Saturn. Like it's 1996. So, 96, late 96. So anyway, yeah. It's crazy, right? Like I saw the video. I heard you guys recorded a podcast about it. So I'm really excited to hear you guys talk about, because I'm a nerd.
Yeah, we absolutely love them.
That's awesome. So how many matches have you guys had aside from that like 2-hour stint that you guys did?
So we had, so that's the last time we actually managed to play. So we were meant to play when we recorded the podcast, but we just didn't have time. James wasn't able to get on till late and was like, well, we can either record the podcast or play. So we just recorded. And I've had a bunch of stuff, but that's why this is the first weekend since that I've actually had some time. So I've dropped him a message and hopefully we'll be playing at some point over this weekend. But yeah, this is going to be interesting because, these things were never meant to be played across the Atlantic, were they? So this is going to be interesting. But I know you've played James already, haven't you?
I did. And it was playable. I use the term playable. It wasn't like as good as we've both now experienced what it's like to have really low latency, perfect netlink play on both of our ends, just with different folks. Like me and Pat were a state away, and it was like perfect. I've had netlink matches with retrospectors, Dan on the East Coast in New York, and those were pretty much perfect. But what I will say is, I'm tuning my. I have my phone on cellular so it doesn't steal bandwidth from my network. So I got to tune the video down to a lower bitrate. But anyway, but what I will say is it's just kind of variable. It's funny because at the E3 96 where they were promoting, where they were really heavily promoting Netlink, they did try to bill it. They did try to like say hypothetically that you would be able to play your friend who's across the world, basically. So I mean, from a marketing standpoint, they try to sell it that way. Whether or not you actually could achieve that kind of performance is debatable. But then again, you would have been going over copper phone lines, right? And there wouldn't have been any kind of like compression, decompression, any. It would have just been like really, really simple, so there's a possibility that it could have worked fairly well. And I know like folks like Trekkies, who's actually just in the chat right now. I had no latency with a person in Canada over a legit landline. That doesn't surprise me at all, because regular old POTS phone lines just work. It's such a simple technology, but it's built. So it's what it was built for, basically. So conceivably you could do a call from San Diego to UK and it would have been fine. But we're gonna test this out and see what happens. It may not work at all, but at least folks can come along for the ride. We've got 15 people in chat so far. If you guys want to help us share this out and get more folks in here, I am in the live chat. I'm in the general voice live chat on Discord. So if you guys want to come in and kind of interject or, help me read comments, I'd be grateful for you guys' help. I do have, let's see. I'm going to go to the alternate stream here where I should have the comments up for folks to view. So that's what I'll do. All right. So without further ado, what game should we get into? Dan.
I suppose
you get your pick. Just if you pick soccer, though, if you pick soccer, I'm probably gonna lose.
Let's try a bit of Puzzle Bobble because I know you guys have got the competition going on at the moment, and I think I got a little bit too late to get involved in that. But I haven't played this online yet, so this will be fun. Nice puzzle game to start with, if that's okay.
Perfect. Let's do it. Puzzle Bobble. I'm gonna lock down the comments. everybody, if you want to help us out with a thumbs up, that'd be great too. Sorry, this was kind of like a last minute notice stream because Dan and I were actually just thinking about playing some Netlink together, and then I was like, why don't we stream this and get more people involved, or allow folks to kind of see how it goes. So we're gonna do Puzzle Bobble 3. Okay, and I'm running on a satiator here. What are you booting up on, Dan?
I'm boosting up on a Fenrir.
Fenrir, okay.
Yeah.
So we got Fenrir and we got satiator. And it does hang, usually it usually hangs a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make the game unviewable for a moment because I've got IP addresses here. There you go. So I'm gonna have to be kind of like on top of that. So let me go ahead and turn off my speakers too, so that doesn't feed in. All right. So you're ready to dial me then, I take it?
Yep. Got your IP dialed in.
Okay.
So, and if I call you, it shouldn't show on here, I don't think.
It would only show when we get matched up, but I'll make it. I'll kind of fix that. My
cool.
green screen is. All right, so let's take my cam here. Just fix the top of this so that's not. There we go. All right, I'll tell you when I'm ready. I'm just going to register here. Make sure my... All right, my modem clicked, and go ahead and dial me.
Okay, we are dialing. For some reason, I'm getting an error message on this one.
Oh, you're getting an error message?
Doesn't seem to be dialing. Seems to be.
Okay, then your modem probably isn't properly seated.
Wait. What's the error message?
What's the error message?
Sorry, it says this demo build only supports peer-to-peer connections.
Oh, you have a space. You have a space in the IP address. You have to, and I don't think it's even possible to type in a complete IP address with the hashtags where you need them if you have that space. Is it? I love it. Blue Moon's on the chat like the dreaded space. Yeah. So on the Japanese version of this game, the confirm and deny or whatever buttons are like swapped around from what you're typically used to, and it's very easy to like enter an extra space that you don't even see is there. So yeah, you probably have to like back everything out and then like very carefully do hashtag my public IP address and then hashtag and make sure there's no spaces. Knight, do you think that we should just reboot? Is it necessary for me?
No, you should be fine.
I'll just dump out to mine. Will just dump out to the connection failed, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll start again. What's really funny about this whole thing is I'm using a Dream Pi, right? And every so often I look over and I notice that I don't have the two green lights lit up, and I'm just like, what the heck, you know? So then I have to like unplug the Dream Pi and then plug it back in. So I don't know. But yeah, for folks who may be considering this, I can tell you it's you know, there's always a little bit of finesse. There's always a little bit of TLC that has to be done. Yeah, so my Dream Pi is ready to go. Hey, Cerulean, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Hey, Brian. Brian's been here since the beginning. I should acknowledge him. We have Brian Trusty, SaturnDave, way to go. We got Moose in the chat, Moose Tracks, and Lee Benson. Netlink. All right, you ready to go? Let me know when you are, Dan.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but I don't seem to have enough characters to put in your address.
Then that means there's a leading space, and it's tiny. Here's the thing: the space doesn't actually look like a space. It's it almost looks like it's not. Right. There's not a space there, but it is. So
right, let's try it this way then. Hopefully I've got rid of the space now. So
you should have
sorry,
a
that was
total
me
of,
thinking that I'm all...
Yeah, it's a total of 14 characters, hashtag, then 12, numbers. And then, hey, Tom Fum, how's it going? Tom is also from the UK, like Dan, and we're going to try some San Diego to UK Netlink play. This could be an experiment in banging our heads against the wall, but I mean, it could be a complete disaster. But the cool thing is, if it works, I mean, we're like on opposite sides of the globe.
So I should be ready to dial you now then,
Should
Dave.
be ready to dial. Okay. All right, cool.
Again?
Yeah, so let me go ahead and make sure my modem clicks here. All right, it clicked. So go ahead, dial me now.
And that's a click on my side. We are in business.
Hey, you got to click on your side. Okay, well, that's good. That means your modem's at least going to dial. Let's see if it hits me. It should. My what is it called? My forwarding should be good. We'll see.
Yeah, mine should all be done as well. So it was only a few days, last week that me and James did this. So all the settings should still be there.
Hey, answering
there
phone.
We go.
That never gets old, the answering phone. All right, I'm making the game disappear for a second because it's going to show IP addresses and stuff, just to protect the innocent or the guilty. I don't know. Anyway, can't think of a taunt.
Yeah, I really should put something in there. Yeah, I think you can put it in the menu.
You can, but I think with the Japanese games, it requires it for each game, I think.
I see.
Whereas with the US Netlink stuff, it just puts a Netlink save on your system, and it, like, whatever game you do, it works. You know, it's interesting. Okay, so
I'd save all the games.
What's that? What's that, Anthony?
Save all the Japanese games.
Okay.
Like the taunts for the Japanese side is one thing, taunts for the US side is another thing. You don't need an individual per game taunt.
So let's just press start, Dan. I think you're in control since you dialed.
Okay.
So just press start, or maybe we have to wait for it to count down. Oh no, we're good. It's a little glitchy. But
yeah.
Then again, Puzzle Bobble 3 is not. It's definitely not like the best game to test on Netlink. It's always a little bit like demanding in terms of latency, you know. But here we are. Here we are, folks. San Diego.
Still blows my mind.
It's been worse. I will tell you this. I've had worse. I've definitely played it and had it be worse, you know. So we'll see here.
Like
oh no. Here we go. Here we go. Now it's really bad. What? Sometimes what happens? Oh yeah, you have to like double tap. Oh yeah. You have to double tap in order to get it to. Oh.
Oh, I see what you mean about the double tapping.
You know, yeah, to get it to register a button press, you have to almost like double tap it. Now here's an interesting thing. Here's an interesting thing. I played Dan, right? And Dan's in Ohio, and it was the same here or worse. Like we had the same thing going on, and he's in Ohio. So I don't really know. Like,
just those wires into San Francisco. They're just, for some reason, the wires are just made specifically to be bad. Or
you could try
San Diego.
the trace route to his IP address and see where you're going.
Right.
I don't know. I'm betting it's like a San Diego thing. It's like we need bad internet outside of San Diego, so people will have to visit it instead of visiting it online. I think that's a valid thing.
But I mean, yeah. So if you're located close to whoever you're dialing, you can expect a pretty good experience. If you're located on the other side of the world, mileage may vary. But once we're done, but again, I want to say that this game tends to be a little bit demanding. in terms of sync requirements.
Did we ever have any problems with this one?
I don't think so, but Pat and I are so close, you know, so I'm not sure. Then again, I'm thinking that Dan and I should try next. We should try, what is it? We should try the US version of SEGA Rally and see how that goes. Because the US version of SEGA Rally seems to be pretty latency tolerant, from what Joe said. I'm focusing so much on talking and not on playing.
So I've been playing terribly, so...
I guess that's a benefit to me. Come on, I'm like just hitting this button and it's not registering. Anyway.
I give commentary, but I'm doing chores around the house right now.
You still won, Dan.
Yeah, right. Somehow.
I'm gonna crank it up. Centel NBA Live Bolton says, "How's everybody doing?" That's quite a screen name. And B Husker is here. B Husker.
That's pretty good.
Tom Fum wants me to tell you that Arsenal are better than Spurs. That's a good.
Well, both of them are awful. So I mean, it's like who's the worst contest? It's like easy.
Who's the worst?
Who's the worst contest? Yeah.
But Tom, you can't be saying things like that, mate. I'll ban you from all Sega Guys content if you start that Arsenal stuff.
Oh my god.
Apparently I'm allowed to talk bad about them though. So I guess I just get the SHIRO privilege.
Well, that's because we all know that you couldn't name a single player.
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren. Scottie Pippen.
Did you just say Dolph Lundgren and Scottie?
Yeah, Scottie Pippen.
Oh my god, that's great.
Michael Giordano.
Oh, that's great.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
Don't forget Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Too. You can't forget about that. Bam Bam Bigelow. European Gigolo.
The European.
See, I know players. I know the basketball players. See, I'm a smart person.
You're such a sports fan.
I'm the biggest sports fan. I love the Spurs. They're my favorite basketball team.
Pat's favorite thing about going to baseball games is the hot dogs.
Exactly. I mean, I like the hot. Who doesn't like the hot dogs? You telling me that in UK land you go there and don't get hot dogs?
Hey, you beat me again.
See, he's speechless. He's speechless. He knows I'm right. He likes his hot dogs, right?
Tom says, "Sorry, Dan. I'm a Liverpool supporter after all."
Well,
now he's trying to backpedal.
I mean, to be fair, Liverpool FC is the best soccer team in the UK, but
okay. Do we want to go again?
Get us out there.
You go once more.
One more? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. So you have to go up. Go up to the highlight yes with a green. Yes needs to be green.
Oh, for some reason it's. Oh, I must have pressed start or something beforehand.
You must have.
I guess okay. Not. Okay. Sorry, that was my bad.
So do you have the US version of Rally Netlink? We could try that.
I do, yes.
Okay, let's try that. Let's try it and give it a shot.
So we're saying, Pat, about hot dogs at baseball games in the UK.
Do you have baseball games in the UK?
Yeah,
I was going to say we don't.
Common occurrence.
No, don't have baseball here.
No,
we do have hot dogs at like football matches, but
I know you guys have football out there. Do you guys like throwing that old pigskin around?
I've not actually been to an American football game. We do have a few NFL games over here. Actually, in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, we've had a few.
Yeah, no, I know. It's pretty cool they do that. I know that they do some of the. But it's like that's the thing about like all the. I just think it's funny like the World Series, the Super Bowl stuff, the World Series. It's like, who are we fighting against? Like the world. It's like the U.S. and that's it. Maybe Japan.
Apologies to everybody who had to listen to me cough right into the mic. That must have blown your ears out. I do have.
I didn't hear it.
Both. Oh, okay. It was a while ago. But Dan and I are both a little under the weather. My daughter just keeps bringing everything home from her school, so it's like hard to stay clear. All right. Let me see here. Saturn Rally Netlink. There we go. Cricket is not like baseball, not really. No, it's more like rounders. It's like more like the original baseball, like before it was baseball, American baseball. Holy crap! What is that?
I know. It's what you're like, man. You're party mode right now.
What?
That's Xenos.
Oh, that's Xenos. Holy crap!
His mic goes into a weird Atari mode.
His mic was like right next to like a window fan or something like that. Okay, we go quick link here.
Anyway, when it comes to cricket, you gotta know what a crumpet is before you can understand cricket.
Okay, Casey. Or wait, who said that?
Yeah,
that wasn't a Casey quote, was it? That was
Raphael.
That was Raphael.
Yeah.
Crumpet. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna hit wait. Oh God, I think I probably. Okay, dial me, Dan, if you can.
Sorry, Dave, but my version of SEGA Rally Netlink crashed, so I had to go back to the splash screen. 2 secs.
And I hit wait, or I hit wait sooner than I thought. So with the Japanese versions, you hit wait and it actually asks you if you're sure. You know, with the US version, you hit it and it just goes right into. It's like okay. So like there are things to get used to. I'm gonna reboot. I'll reboot while you're rebooting.
Yeah, mine's doing something strange. It keeps I just keep getting a black screen when I click quick link, but I get a warning about having no memory. So let me see if I can. Do you
want to just try the Japanese version then? We could try the Japanese version. I don't mind either way.
We could try the Japanese version.
That's the one I played with that's one I played with James, and it worked pretty well. Netlink, let's go JP, Rally Championship Plus.
We did try the US version when we first got our Netlinks, like the first day we were trying them.
Yeah.
And we did find that we thought that the Japanese version for us
it's better.
Was the better performing one.
So if you're close to the person that you're dialing, the Japanese version is going to be better. If you're far away, then the US version is more latency tolerant. So it really is one of those things where, it's really one of those things where the Japanese version is ideal. So if you have an ideal connection, you should definitely use the Japanese version of the game. But if not, then you might try the US version as a troubleshooting option because it can often yield better results just because it's, like I said, more latency tolerant. But anyway. I'm ready for you when you are.
Yeah.
Dumb arigato, Mr. Dave Bato.
Again?
You've gone robot.
All right. Well, there's really no guarantee that if I get a new audio interface that it's not, my computer isn't going to still like shit all over it. That's why I haven't.
Go with you are, Dave.
Have you debugged it? Like, have you tried another audio interface? Like, just to.
I haven't yet. I need to get that Scarlet thing that you said, but I'm just lazy and haven't done it yet. All right, I'm gonna hit wait here. Let me listen for the click. All right, so I got the click, and let the games begin. It's waiting, so go ahead and dial me whenever you can.
Dialing. Hit the click.
Perfect.
It will never not be cool this. It will never not blow my mind that these things work like this.
Yeah. I mean, like,
and the satisfaction when it connects.
Yeah, some people just wouldn't bother. I can see, like, I understand, like, some folks, it just depends on what you want to get out of it. I mean, like, I'm one of those crazy people who got Genesis X-Band, so I could play some Mortal Kombat online. And I mean, that setup is even more janky, you know, so... But I'm just that nerdy that I am willing to jump through hoops to play some really laggy Mortal Kombat on the Genesis. And the cool thing about the Genesis is they've got it set up so that you can actually send messages or emails from the Genesis to the Discord server, to the X-Band Discord server. So that's really cool.
Oh, that is cool.
I know. And you can do what else? You can download their little what is it? It's like a newsletter, live newsletter. There's a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, so this is not great, but it's not terrible either. Why don't you start us with Desert? We'll see what kind. Yeah.
The race itself should be better.
The race itself should be okay, yeah. Oh, you're a Delta man too, eh?
I've been playing Delta between, yeah, I'm going Celica.
Celica. Hey, Sam, the Southern SEGA gentleman is here in the chat. Dave has become a cyclone, I see. It's just gonna happen again. You guys will just have to tell me when I go
Sorry,
robot.
Sam, we don't watch bad sci-fi shows here. It's Star Trek or Stargate, and that's it. We don't feed into this Battlestar Bad Galactica show. And that's me speaking of all of SHIRO's, so Dave believes that too. He hates Battlestar Galactica.
I hate old sci-fi, so...
That's fair. Star Trek sucks, dude.
You just trying to piss people off?
Yeah. Just joking, but no, I actually do need to watch Battlestar Galactica. I think it's the only sci-fi besides what's that other show? Babylon 9. Was it Babylon 5? That I have not watched.
Dang it! What do you think about this, Dan? Pretty laggy.
Do you know what? Maybe it's because I'm dialing you, but it doesn't seem to be too bad on my side.
Okay, good.
Oh, good for me, not so much for
Well,
you.
we'll see. We'll see.
Well,
I'm in first right now. I'm in first.
Yeah.
Oh, but you do have the speed. You have that straightaway speed with the Celica. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm chuffed.
Oh no, it's all gone wrong.
Just brilliant. No, let's see here. I'm doing the best I can. You're definitely no slouch in Sega Rally. It's good. Now James is just a savant at this game. I just can't. You know, like I kept up with him. I kept up with him all the way to the end, but I just swear, like, he's just too good at this game. He spent too many hours. I just can't.
Yeah, he proves this game.
Oh, you know, it should be mentioned. That there is slow car boost in this game, and you cannot turn it off. It's just default slow car boost. So, you know, I noticed that it is true because I had a match with James where I was way ahead of him, and somehow he caught up to me, and I wasn't making mistakes either. So, like, the slow car boost is real.
Yeah, because in Daytona you can turn it off, can't you? I didn't know it was on. You can.
Yeah, you can turn it off in Daytona. It's and Joe was like, I suspect that it's just on. They didn't make it optional, and maybe that's just because the pinballing is so much more of an issue in this game, where like you really can just it make it so that the matches are just not even competitive at all. Like if somebody does so bad that they're just like pinballing all over the place, it kind of helps them catch back up, but it also kind of cheapens the experience a little bit. Joe was like complaining about that. He was like, I don't like the fact that there's slow car boost. I think you have me though, Dan, on this corner right here. We'll see. I have to get my timing right.
It's been extremely close. Oh,
but here you
sliding across.
No, you got me on the straightaway for F's sake. Oh God. Oh man.
Oh. You know,
good game. Good game.
Thank you too.
See you, Knight.
James, this is the first game I've won. I'll take a rally.
There you go. All you had to do was find somebody that was worse.
No.
Okay, let's go high. Another round. There you go. Oh no. Yeah, that one. There you go. No, not EA. Yeah.
This one, yeah.
No. Oh wait.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, no, yes.
Okay,
no, yes.
I'm dyslexic. I chose no when I meant to choose yes. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Or did you mean yes when you meant yes?
No, I said hi, yes. But then I chose EA instead.
I mean,
oh my God.
Why do you choose EA for? They're just not a good company. Bad games.
Oh, that's a dad joke. Pat, you told a dad joke. You're not even a dad, and you told a dad joke.
I mean, I gotta. I mean, someone's got to pick up your slack around here.
Right. Okay. All right. It dumped me back out. So, let's try dialing again. Are you ready to have me go into wait?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. As soon as you're ready.
Click. Click and dial. Go ahead.
That's a click on my side.
Perfect. Yeah, so it's like
I thought I was muted.
When you have it up and running, and you know, like I would say like 90% of the time it's pretty smooth. You can get as long as everything is like set up right. But yeah, there are like little quirks with this whole thing that you just can't get around, you know, like having to make sure that your cart is seated properly, or having to make sure your port forwarding settings are done right, or all that stuff.
Or make sure you plugged it into the right port and not and plugged it into phone instead of line in.
Right. All right. Opponent has been found.
It's just me.
It me. Hello, it me.
Is it me you're looking for?
I could see it in your eyes.
Well, but I actually really like your setup.
Setup.
What setup? Your set. Like
the set. Yeah.
I like it. I might steal it, maybe.
Okay. You want a Saturn? You want a Trainoco version? Let's do Forest. Let's do Forest. All right. I got to put this to the side here so I can actually like focus.
I think you're going to whip me at this one. This is where I fall to pieces when I'm playing James.
Oh, well. I'll have you know that I fall to pieces too on this one.
So, I'm glad to see on your screen and not mine, because there'll be a lot of pinballing on mine. Did the stream just kind of like fall out for a second? I don't know. I thought I saw it.
No, you did.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching it.
All right.
3, 2,
I like how that spaceship's going really fast in the background.
go.
Why is our intro the start of SEGA Rally?
Very long, easy right.
Because SEGA Rally is great.
Debatable.
There is no debate.
You just noticed that, Pat? You just noticed that.
I don't play SEGA
SEGA
Rally.
Rally. Okay, all right. Well, now you know. Other people get the reference. Not lost.
Well, I mean, I'm just dumb. I'm just gonna point
just
that out there.
If it was Soccer Wars though, Pat would know instantly. He'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome." Our intro is
That's
Soccer
scene
Wars.
1, episode 5, when Sakura dies horrendously.
If it was like da 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 da, you know, Pat would be like leaving out.
I would, but I like our intro.
Yeah, me too.
Caution, hairpin right.
Thank you.
Big collision.
Thank you. Oh no. So like, how would you characterize this, Dan? Is this what, like 75% of normal, of what feels normal? 80%? It's like it's playable, but you know, it's kind of feels like you're racing through Jello or something like that. You're I don't know. You're just like
it's about 75%. As it slowed down, it feels like it slowed down a little bit.
Right. Yeah. It's slowed
because
it's like it slowed down to stay in sync. You know.
So it feels a lot more responsive, but obviously it's playing a little bit slower. Which do you know what I'm enjoying this a bit more than when, you know, it was full throttle and I didn't have as much control. So
is that right?
I think this is great.
I think what Dan's saying is he likes it better when there's lag and he doesn't have what's his name? The other dude.
James just completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
James is gonna be sad now.
To be fair,
James, my brain's broken.
To be fair, Dan just laid waste to James in soccer. Like it wasn't even close. It was sad. It was really sad. He was just like, score, goal, Argentina. You know, you were just like, and I was just like, poor
Messi,
James,
so that's cheating.
poor James, poor James.
Pele? I can't remember.
That would have been
Is that
Pele.
Messi?
Or Messi.
Messi's Argentina,
It
right?
would have been. Yeah, Messi was Argentina, but this is Worldwide Soccer '98. This was Messi would have been a baby at that time.
Yeah, Messi would have been a baby.
They should mod him in there and just like every time like you just hit the thing from every across the map, it just gets into the goal instantaneously.
You know, there are mods you can get for Worldwide Soccer '98 that update all the squads.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So you can get Messi in Worldwide Soccer then.
You can get him in Worldwide Soccer.
Yeah,
We need the update. We needed the modded squads in the Netlink version. That would be the ultimate football game.
I'm loving the bump taps that you're giving me on the bumper.
He's just slapping that butt, Dave.
He is.
What's up, guys?
What is up?
Hey, how's it going?
Trevo, student.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Well, now I remember you.
What is up? Thanks for
Not
joining
much.
us.
Yeah. It's good to be here.
Oh crap!
It's good to have you
that
being
moment
here.
when you switch views unnecessarily, like I accidentally tapped my X button and it like put me in.
Don't mess up, Dave. Don't mess up.
Cockpit mode, and I'm just like, oh no!
Yeah, you're prime time.
Oh God! This is close.
It does look a little bit slow.
It is.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
But hey, you know what though? It's better than the VoIP days where we were playing and then it would just freeze. Did I go robot?
No, you just slammed into that rock and you slowed down. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got it.
Oh, thanks for the bump.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, this turn right here.
Wow, never mind. How fast it changes.
Did I go robot?
No, you know, I'm watching your gameplay.
Yeah, it really does change when you have two people that are like pretty much on an equal footing in terms of skill. But yeah, he's gonna win this one again. You know, it's kind of like the Padres. I'm like the Padres. I start strong and I don't finish well.
That's not right.
Well, it's close.
I mean, you could be the Diamondbacks.
It's the exact same. It's the exact same. Yeah, I am playing with automatic transmission.
Our
I'm not.
Tigers. We just got a Japanese guy. He's pretty good.
I mean, that makes sense. The Tigers and a Japanese player. Isn't there a Tigers Japanese team as well?
All right, let's. Oh yeah, the Hanshin Tigers. Okay, let's press
so it's
hi
natural
this
that
time.
the Japanese
Let's
player
say
would go
yes.
To the Japanese Tiger team. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, baseball is pretty big out there in Japan.
I know. They actually had a Hanshin Tiger character in Hunter x Hunter.
Big in Japan. Big in Japan.
Right?
Yeah, there's this. Basically, there's this. I guess I won't spoil it, but there's this part in the election arc where essentially there's these 12 Zodiac representation characters, and one's a tiger, and he looks just like the Hanshin Tigers. It's just kind of funny. If anybody wants to look that up, just remember spoilers because
Hanshin Tiger.
It's after a pretty critical part in the show.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, so I got a Saru coming to me from China.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Which one did you go with?
Fuck if I know.
Did you do the retro shop one?
That literally is F if I know. Like seriously, who knows? It's so easy to just get a random one on AliExpress. You're like, I can't even remember.
Well, I got a Saru hardware drive free game programmer HD loader for SEGA Saturn 32 gigabyte.
Oh my
SD
god,
black.
that
narrows
title.
it down.
That title, wow.
Is that too vague or?
No, I'm just saying
What's
it's very
the shop
verbose.
name?
That's quite a title.
You're better just saying what the shop name is.
Yeah. What is it?
There should be a username on the side.
Well, it's from eBay.
Oh, you got it on eBay.
It's on
Okay,
eBay.
all right.
Okay,
Who knows
yeah.
then?
Yeah, no, you're rolling the dice, bro. But
You're
I believe in
rolling
you.
the
I
dice,
have
bro.
faith. I
Well,
have
the
faith
thing
in
is,
you.
the thing is, it'll probably work no matter what out of the box. But just be careful about firmware updating. I guess as long as you use the firmware from his page, like the GitHub page, the official,
Okay.
It basically it doesn't flash. It's not gonna flash the hardware like permanently. Instead, it's just gonna do like almost like a soft update where it just reads it from the SD card. So no permanent modifications are made to the actual ROM. At least for the time being, and they're doing that just to kind of ensure that you don't have bricking situations. So, yeah, I mean, and again,
Okay.
it's good for commercial games, is what Pat and I have been telling folks. Is like it's designed to be a cheap solution to play commercial games.
Yeah.
Dan, this is it. This is your redemption arc right now. You're getting all your victories against me, and you can go back and tell James just how much I suck at this.
It must be because I'm dialing you. I'm getting some sort of preferential.
Oh, I doubt it. No, you're just doing better. I'm pretty sure that if I was on my A game, I could probably whoop you, but I'm just not.
Yeah.
Actually, you know
You
what?
play MT as well, don't you?
Okay.
What's that now?
You play manual transmission, don't you? Usually.
I usually play, like if we're doing an offline competition, I'll usually do manual, but for this I'm doing automatic because I just don't, it's one more thing on top of the lag that I have to focus on.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So it's like I just go auto, but maybe it's to my detriment. But yeah, when we do those like offline competitions, like the Sharkabytes ones, those I'm playing manual and I'm like doing much better. But then again, it's not what do you call it? It's asynchronous, right? Everybody's just kind of updating their times asynchronously.
Yeah.
That's how I do well at racing games, when it's not like under pressure of like live performance. Nick Pandemonium, he played me. He did really well, like beat me in the hotel room at this because I just was.
That's a little bit TMI, Dave. I don't hear about your hotel room shenanigans.
Leave it to Pat, though, right? To never miss an opportunity.
You throw them out there and I hit them like the Hanshin Tigers.
This is true. I do keep tossing them out there, and Pat just knocks them out of the park every time.
I would say knock them out of the park every time.
Nick beat me in the hotel room. I mean, come on, like who's gonna pass that opportunity?
That Sega Lord X, he manages, like, I was playing Shinobi on the Game Gear, and lo and behold, he uploads a video about the Shinobi on the Game Gear. And
it's like he's reading your mind.
It's crazy.
He's told me flat out, he's like, I've done videos just based on what you guys talk about on your podcast, because he's like, I know that it's like you guys have a tap into like the hive mind, the Sega Saturn hive mind, and he's like, and it's like, if you guys are talking about, it's like once we were talking about Sonic R a ton, and I was posting videos and saying that it's a great game and it's misunderstood and stuff like that, and then he like puts out a Sonic R video like right after, or like, and I'm like, hey, I think that's great. I think that's an awesome way to, because that is like, that is what everybody's talking about, so you're gonna want to make videos. Might as well, right? Here, look at this. Same result every time. That then, Dan. Oh man, that's great. That's great.
But no, like I said, Yeah, no, I think it's really cool seeing him like taking that idea, those videos and stuff, because I think it makes people like wanting more of it. But yeah, I think he's tapped into my mind too. He's been definitely covering stuff that at least with the Saru, like I remember I was telling Dave, like, oh, I'm gonna do a video on the Saru, and like 3 people drop a Saru video in the last couple weeks, and I'm like, dang, well, okay.
Dan, do you want to go again? You want to do Lakeside? Or what do you...
Yeah, should we do Lakeside? That would be interesting.
My thumb's starting to hurt. But yeah, let's go.
We can change if you like.
No. I already clicked in. I already locked in. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Lakeside, Lakeside is like a pinball.
Playing the Japanese.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah, we're playing the Japanese version. I don't. For some reason, Dan's U.S. version crashed on him. So.
Oh God, Celica, Toyota Celica. I haven't heard that.
Celica. That's what they call it over there.
Is that right?
Celica. Yeah. I mean, I think they're kind of. I think that they win because it was a much more popular car in the UK than over here, so they can have it.
You know, I saw one the other day, a Celica. I thought it was kind of interesting. Just driving down the road in Arizona. Don't know why.
After we're done with this match, I'm going to do a quick stream break just to go get Junie a snack. I think she's wanting one. Okay,
That's
Dan?
fair.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting.
Hey, Dan, I have a question.
It started me on the left this time instead of on the right.
So, Dan, is the reason why you use the automatic just because you're not licensed to use a manual in the UK?
Yeah, we got another.
No, I can drive stick in real life, but not in games.
Okay, so you're licensed. You know, it's weird. I'm the same way. I have a hard time doing stick in games, but I can do it in real life. It's really weird.
Yeah,
Pat,
no,
what did you say about your stick?
I just like playing with my stick.
I gotcha.
Shifting it.
I tell you what, man, my dad and my brothers, they're all motorheads, and they never clicked with me.
My brother-in-law is a huge motorhead. He fixes up Datsun Zs and for fun and CRX, like Honda CRXs and stuff. He's all into like the Japanese street racing stuff. I tried when I was in high school. I tried getting into that stuff, but it was such an expensive hobby. I had a friend who had a shop. Like he actually had a shop in his garage, and he could actually lift up cars and stuff. He had like a hydraulic lift in his garage, and he'd go out, and he'd invite me out to like these street racing meets, you know. And he would buy a new set of tires almost every week, and that ran him like about $500 to $1,000 just depending on like the tires. And I was like, okay, so you working a job, and I know what you're spending all your money on. You're basically spending all your money on tires.
Yeah, no, it's like I always wanted to do the track days things, but yeah, like I said, you're spending $1,000 on tires alone.
I mean, regardless of, if you're into tennis, you could spend $1,000, $2,000 on a tennis racket, right? But then you own it and you have it. But if you're into racing, you're always spending money because those tires are consumable, you know. So you basically are just constantly spending money on the hobby. It's a very expensive hobby.
Not to mention, a lot of those cars are uninsurable in some aspects if you mod them.
True, yeah. Like you swap out the ECU and you make a bunch of modifications to the suspension and stuff like that, and it's just like hard to even make them street legal. Not that you even care about that.
One slip and your car's gone. There's 300 plus grand, or 30,000 plus grand,
right?
Or 30K.
And you think that those kids, you know, at least when I was in high school, you'd think that they would that they'd be like rich or something. No, they're just really in debt. They put it all on a credit card and just say, F it, you know, I'll just file bankruptcy when the time comes. Like I'd see a guy pull up to the gas station with a Honda Spider, you know, and I'd be like, oh man, that's nice. Like, what do you do for a living? And he's like, oh, I just work at the mall, but this is on a credit. This is on credit, you know. Just means that he got out a really big loan.
See, I don't feel as bad now if wanting to get a Type R.
No way. I'm actually ahead of I'm ahead of Dan, but it's not going to help me because that wasn't the lap that I needed to be ahead of him on. I need to be. Oh god damn it! I am okay now. I am literally pinballing.
Yeah.
I'm literally. Yeah. Lakeside ends up being kind of like that. It's very narrow. You're on mud the whole way, pretty much, and it's just tough. You gotta time. You kind of gotta time all your turns and get ahead of them.
It's so narrow.
It is so narrow, but you're way ahead now. I'm never gonna catch up to you unless you just completely bork. Unless you just completely mess up.
You know, with the exception of Burnout Revenge, I really cannot think of very many racers that I got into. I never.
That's funny. I was never into the Burnout games, and so many people love them. I really like the Tokyo Extreme Racer games.
I really got into that one, but.
And also Initial D. Those games are always fun for me. But
Initial D is on the Saturn.
It is.
Wow.
Oh God.
Yeah, I played. I did play that. That's a bizarre game. That Initial D.
No. You cannot. You cannot. No.
The dialogue. The dialogue between that.
You shall not pass.
I swear.
Yeah. It was a tough game, huh?
Dave decided to go the Demolition Derby route. I mean, that on top of the fact that it's laggy is what kind of makes it.
Oh, Ridge Racer. That was a good one.
You didn't pronounce that right, Dave.
On the PlayStation.
Demolition Derby.
Oh, Demolition Derby. Yeah, Destruction Derby.
Or Destruction Derby.
Let's see here, Ridge Racer. So, what do you want to do? What do you want to do now, Dan? We could try some. You want to try some Bomberman? See how that goes?
Yeah, let's try
some Bomberman. All right, I'll redo.
Man, that'd be a blast. You guys have.
Yeah, like no kidding, it would be a blast.
I love it.
Wah wah.
I love playing.
Trevor's making jokes and he doesn't even know it.
Yeah, Bomberman on the Dreamcast. I love that.
All right, let's
situate. One of my favorites.
Yeah, I love Bomberman is one of my favorites. I actually never played the Dreamcast one. I played the Neo Geo one. I played the Saturn one, but never the Dreamcast, sadly.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that and Bangai-O.
Hey, Sega Saturn lad.
Bangai is amazing.
Up? Yeah, there's nothing like it. It's really
U.S. Bomberman or let's do Japanese Bomberman.
I booted up the Japanese one.
Yeah,
sorry,
no, that's fine. I was just confirming. I just wanted to know what you did.
Now, what is that? Is that British or is that Scott? Sorry if the accent.
Oh, my accent.
Yes.
I'm from originally from North London, so English. It's the other Sega guy, James. That's the Scottish one.
He's the Scot.
You mean the Irish one? Apparently, to that one guy.
Irish, Scottish.
Oh my God, Pat, they're completely different accents. I swear.
No, I'm saying that the one dude in the chat that called them Irish.
Yeah, the stalker guy.
Yeah.
My son's mom, she always made fun of me because they live in Massachusetts, and she always gave me a hard time about it. And I'd never had an idea that I had an accent.
Dan, let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready to dial.
I'm good to go, so if you hit that button.
Okay, you're good to go.
I don't really get a Jersey when I'm around my relatives. It gets when I go back to Jersey, it's pretty noticeable, but I don't really talk that much.
All right, go ahead, dial it. Dial it up.
Dial it up.
That's like my
the Boston park your car in the Harbour Yard.
Park your car. Yeah. You got the New York. What's the Jersey accent?
Yeah,
it's kind of like light New York.
It is Jersey and New York.
Jersey. I'm waiting.
My grandpa's from the Bronx, and his accent. I can't believe how different his accent is from.
There we go. Answering phone.
New York accents. It's kind of crazy.
Because I'm definitely dialing.
Yeah, no, it's connecting right here. Opponent found. In a moment here. All right. I'm gonna.
One thing you'll find is an L, Dave.
Oh, I will probably. Dan's on fire today. He beat me at Puzzle Bobble. He beat me at
Sega
you're playing
Rally. Against Dan. Danthrax.
No, not Danthrax. Dan the Mega Driver.
The Mega Driver.
All the way over in the UK. That's why our connection is. I'm in San Diego. He's in the UK. We're practically on opposite sides of the globe.
Looks like I'll have to start spanking Dan then. All right, we're next up, Dan. Once I get free time.
The fact that it's working as good as it is just is a testament to how fast electrons move, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just can't even believe that all of our data is just like zipping across the globe that fast, you know?
That's what I say. I mean, if anybody's got the Medafin, I would not mind net play through that. But I haven't found anybody that wants to go that route.
With Mednafin?
Yeah.
Well, I know Knight of Dragon, and he had to leave the chat, but he is working on, you know, like emulator compatibility, you know. It'll get there. Netlink emulation, basically.
Nice. Yeah, because I know it's a feature that's available in the emulator itself. So
yeah,
you can do net play. It's just a matter of finding a server with people that are available and want to play.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I just realized, like, we didn't really... I have no idea whether this would be better if I wasn't streaming. Because you think about it, like, I'm streaming to YouTube. I'm also technically streaming to the Discord chat, right? Because I'm sharing my live camera. And we're chatting in voice, right?
I don't think you're sharing it, Dave. I don't see it.
All that adds up.
Or maybe your thing's off.
My virtual camera is not on in Discord?
I don't know. Hold on. Maybe I need to...
It should be.
Doesn't look on to me.
I can see
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, it's just my mobile one. Never mind.
Yeah, you guys, that is some technological wonder, that setup you guys got there. I was really impressed with that. How you guys...
Well, I mean...
just a green screen.
It's really all thanks to Joe, you know, for making this whole tunnel work, you know?
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, are you just talking about like our stream setup, like the live stream setup? Oh yeah. That's just me being fun. I don't know. It was actually Sam, the Southern Sega gentleman. Like a long time ago, he was like, it would be great if you just had a bunch of people on the couch, you know, streaming together, you know. And I was like, obviously I can't get that. You know, I there's no way I can. I mean, but I was like, oh, but if I maybe could like create that vibe. You know, like if I could kind of, that's what Pat and I did with the couch, you know, for SHIRO show, or like if we could just create this vibe where we're in the same room together, you know, that'd be great. Which is where that all came from. And then this is like an extension of that, you know, overlays and stuff. But yeah.
No, that's what, just a green screen and.
Well, my video, so the video of me right now is me on a green screen, like with a green screen behind me. And then the stream overlay is literally just a collection of images and GIFs, you know, like animated GIFs. Like the cubes are basically an animated GIF bouncing up and down. And then you've got different layers, you know, so you got different layers, and then you got like scrolling text for the... But all of this stuff is possible through OBS. You know, OBS is basically like a broadcast software that allows you to I mean, it's very similar to what like studios like CBS or NBC like would use for their live telecasts. You know, has a lot of that same function. Yeah, it has a lot of that same functionality. It just happens to be like an open source free program. You know, but it basically is. That's what it is. It's open broadcast software. So. Or open broadcast studio, I think is what it stands for, OBS. But yeah, so like there's all sorts of stuff. OBS is almost like Photoshop, you know, like if you keep digging into the options, there's so many little things that you can get working with OBS. And Pat and I just decided to kind of incorporate some of that stuff into the live show.
Gosh, yeah, I mean, I was thoroughly impressed when I saw it. I mean, just shot. shot in the dark. You know, seen that show, and I was like, God, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Talking about Saturn, and they got this kind of presentation. This is
right. You're
next,
like,
next
it's
level.
better. It goes harder than it goes harder than it has any right to, right?
Yeah. I don't
We
need
are
to-
a playbook, though. I don't know. I think we're the first ones that are really doing something like that, like green screening ourselves into a full thing.
I died.
Still another deal.
Oh, but Dan and James of the Sega guys, they just got some green screens, yeah?
Yeah, James has got one.
Nice.
James managed to get one locally.
Yeah, he said his wife got it for free, and I told him, I was like, wives are so good at getting stuff for free.
I can smell a deal.
My wife does the same thing. She's like, oh, I just brought. I'm like, what have you brought home this time? You know, she's like, just another thing that I got for free off of one of my neighborhood groups. You know,
It's just like another chicken coop.
oh yeah. Another chicken coop. No, but I mean, it'll be something. Yeah, like some of the stuff that she got for tending the bees, you know, she got for free. But yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm actually going to help you guys. I told James I'm more than happy to help you guys with your stream setup, like your overlay and stuff, like making you guys look slick.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, we're looking forward to like integrating them into the show and everything else that we do.
Yeah,
just like you guys do it so well.
Yeah. So that's the thing, is I just told him I have to brainstorm a little bit and think about like what would be the best vibe, you know, for you guys. Like what kind. Hey, there you go. Yes, I gotcha.
I got an idea.
You made a clerical error.
Oh, look what we get there and back.
You should have a gift of like a video of world soccer in the background, and have them like in a commentator's booth, like just like in a booth in the background, like they're like narrating it. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Does beg the question: what kind of work are you guys into? If is that?
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. What?
What kind of? As far as professional work, is there anything related at all to what you do with the SHIRO?
I manage a art school for kids.
I'm a programmer.
He's a program. So I'm a graphic design. Like my background is in like graphic design and stuff like that. But my job, I'm a business manager. And it just happens to be a very cushy, convenient job that despite, you know, I could probably work a number of other places, but it affords me so much flexibility, which is great when you're a dad and you have kids and you need to do stuff, you know. So like
yeah, sure, absolutely. Well, I've got a good friend I've known for, you know, years, and DKB Innovative out of Texas. Him and his brother, they do remotely, you know. He's in Michigan and his brother's there in Texas, and they work remotely, do all kinds of computer enterprise, I don't know, good stuff.
Yeah, Pat works remote, which is nice. If you can do it, like that's great. Like I like it a lot. I found that I could never focus. Like that's the problem with me, is it's almost like I need to be at my desk at my studio. I even leave like some of my artwork stuff on that computer because I'm just like I work so much more efficiently when I'm at my desk at work.
Right.
No, I feel you. Like,
but the thing is, so I've been to Pat's house and I've seen how he's got his home office kind of set up so that he can do that stuff, and it is kind of like going to work, you know, like so yeah, I could see how he can make it work. But yeah, for me, I always felt like I was kind of going against the
going against the grain.
Going to I always yeah, like with the remote access and
the distance.
With the remote access and the slow connection, like I often felt like it was paddling a canoe with a spoon, you know. That's my anecdote, is it's like paddling a canoe with a spoon. I'm just not getting, I'm doing a lot of work but not really getting anywhere with it. Now Dan's really, he's ramping it up here. He's coming at me.
This could be a bad idea. No.
It could.
Well, that was close.
Oh, I don't have kick. That's the problem, is I don't have kick.
Kick the platform, the server or streaming platform?
No, I don't have the ability to kick bombs.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, you got me. You got me. That was brilliant.
Yeah, we're gonna do our crime streams on Kick.
That was bloody, that was bloody brilliant. Bruv. Bruv. I'm telling you, bruv.
We'll hit and run all on Kick. The platform of choice for criminal use. Actually, a dude tried to recommend me to use Kick. There was like, oh, you should get on Kick, man. You get on it and make all the money. It's like, I don't know. That platform's full of like criminals and like crazy people. So I'm gonna pass on that, son.
What is Kick?
Isn't it
it's
just
like it's a streaming platform that for the people that it's essentially the TLDRs. It's a streaming platform for people that got kicked off of Twitch for like, you know, doing dumb stuff like the IRL streaming and things like that.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Very political. There's also another conservative one, but I know that one's kind of messy as well.
Oh, is that Rumble?
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, there's Kick is not a platform that I would use for SHIRO or recommend anyone use.
Yeah, I love Twitch. I mean, I love the people on Twitch, but they just do not. I get myself in trouble with my mom saying things. I got to be careful.
Yeah. I just find that YouTube just ends up being easy. I guess I'm just too lazy to branch out and try stuff like Twitter. Not Twitter, Twitch. The thing is, it's like, from what I understand, if you want to be a Twitch streamer, you have to be really consistent about it. And I'm just not able to do that at this stage in my life. Consistency is not something I can really afford. I think Dan understands that, right? He's a family 100%. Guy. You have kids. They are ultimately they are your number one priority. Them and your spouse. And so it's like it's really tough.
Family come before everything else.
Absolutely. So I mean, you know, like one day I may have a lot more time on my hands. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming Saturn then. You know, that's the thing. You know, like who knows? I'm just trying to enjoy myself while it lasts. But yeah,
the thing about Twitch as well, though, is that you know, you have to like dedicate that to a job. Like you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna be on it for an hour or two. You have to do like 8-hour streams, like a work day.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's an expectation, right? Like with Twitch, I feel like there's a kind of an expectation from the viewers, and my streams probably wouldn't fly, you know, because I can only really afford to stream for like an hour, sometimes 2 hours, and there's very little notice too. Like it's like, oh, Dan reached out to me and he's like, let's play some Netlink. I'm like, okay, let's stream it. You know, that's how I roll. I'm just like, okay, let's stream it. But I can't you know, really afford to have like streams that are scheduled way in advance, because then what'll happen is I'll find out that, oh, Jesse has a soccer game, or Junie has like a Girl Scout meet, or they just want to go, the kids, you know, they'll wake up and say, I really want to go to the beach, Dad. And what am I going to say? No, I'm not going to take you to the beach because I would rather stream SEGA Saturn. What a loser. Like, there's no way I'm ever going to do that, you know? I would never feel like a good dad if I did that. Right. So, right now, like Jesse just decided he wanted to ride his bike down to his friend's house and go to the park, you know, and Juniper's watching her number blocks or whatever. So it worked out. What is that? The P one is like a power bomb or something like that?
Yeah, it fills the whole row, I think. Ah,
okay. Yeah, there's stuff I don't even know about Bomberman, to be honest with you. I'm not like...
Okay, we got the desert.
Uh-oh.
Very
Hey,
slow.
oh,
and
it got both
methodical.
of us. It got both of us, Dan. Dang it.
This is
Those-
the decider as well, isn't it?
Those things are going to start dropping on us too, right? Like where the play field starts
we got-
collapsing on us, and then it's because they try to
13
force.
seconds.
They want to force you to get it done, get something done there. Oh, now he's got the.
Oh.
There's the hurry up.
Oh.
Hey, okay, now I'm gonna go for you. I'm gonna go for the jugular.
Oh man, they're a clincher.
Oh.
What happened? Oh, tied.
Jeez.
Oh wait, that's gonna be a proper tie. Draw. Oh, that's so funny.
Double. Oh, draw.
Draw. Good game.
That was great. You can play that 4-player, can't you? 2 people in each
You
side, I
can.
think
Two,
is
yeah.
the
So
max players.
you and James. So like if I went to
James.
Pat's house, or vice versa, and we rigged it up so that it was like, and you went to James' house or vice versa, you could have like you and him on a couch and me and Pat on a couch, and we could hook up and play like 4-player, you know, Sega guys versus Shiro. Pat, are you gone? Did he leave? I think he must have, because he would comment on that, I'm sure. Yeah, I think
don't hear Pat.
Pat probably dropped off.
What was it?
Had to go to the bathroom.
No, I'm here.
Oh, he's
Sorry,
there.
I had my hands full of trash. I was I'm cleaning my bathroom like as I'm talking, so when I go mute for a while, it's just that I'm either chemicals in my hand or a trash bag. So
Chemicals
but yeah,
in
no,
your
I'd be
hand?
down for that.
Wouldn't it?
Get
Yeah,
all
that would be cool. Although it probably would be really laggy, if I'm being
Yeah, it'd be
honest.
fun. Like I
Yeah,
said, I'd be
it'd be fun, though.
down to play them. Honestly, what we need to really do is go to the UK and play them in person.
I want to get.
Really need to do.
I'd love to get Dan and James. I'd love to get their input, and maybe some of their inspiration on a panel that I'm working on for PRGE. And the panel is that Sega was always. I think I laid a mine. Darn it! I think I laid a mine, and it's probably going to blow me up.
Sega.
So Dan, we're doing this. We're gonna put together this panel about Sega and how they were always ahead of their time. They were always way ahead of where the market was, to their detriment most often. But just how like incredibly ahead of the time they were, whether it be like the 3D glasses and the FM synth of the Master System, or if it was like X-Band on the Genesis, and
How about the activator?
I mean, yeah, the activator, the mega modem. You know, I mean, even before the X-Band, they had the mega modem, and you can actually, if you have a POTS phone line, like a plain old telephone system, you can still use the mega modem on games like what is that one with the bombs? I forget what it's called, but yeah, like it still works. It basically just dials a phone number, just like this does. It's just nobody's bothered to create a tunnel for it because it's so niche and it's hard to come by those things. I think they're like at least $100 or $200 for a mega mode. Yeah, on eBay.
Man, I can still just visually see long afternoons, Saturday afternoons at my cousin's house playing Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
I vividly see it in my head.
Yep.
I love Sega.
I mean, and also Sega was the first to give us true online multiplayer on consoles, you know, and give us a modem in the box too. You think about the Dreamcast, it was democratized online play because they gave it to you with the console in the box, you know. That's not something that That's not really something that like Sony did until what, the PS3, or actually wait, the PS2 Slim had networking. The PS2 Slim had networking in the out of the box. But it was one of those things, you know, where, oh wow, things started moving really fast for a moment there.
Yeah,
unless I got, oh, maybe I got speed up. I got speed up. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
No, what's so bizarre about that is my first console that I got as a kid was a Nintendo Entertainment System, an NES or Famicom, and it wasn't till I filled out one of those cards in an instruction booklet, and out of nowhere I just started getting these Sega Visions magazines, and from that point on I was thrilled with Sega, and I got the Game Gear. I started with Game Gear, and then I went in Genesis, Sega CD, into Saturn, to Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, not to cut you off there, but Trekkies is saying in the chat that the Mega Modem was a much slower modem. Oh yeah, definitely. Like it was like 24 baud or something. I forget what it was. It was really slow. Do we want to go again, Dan, or boot something else up?
Can we boot something else up?
Sure, let's go for it. Also, it only works on, the Mega Modem only worked on like those original Model 1 Mega Drive and Genesis that had the controller port on the back. And that's all that it is, actually. All that serial port is on the back of the those old Genesis is it's a player 3 controller port, basically. It's like so the Mega Modem just translates everything into button presses and just sends it right through essentially a controller port.
All right, it's 972.
I'm sorry, what?
972.
972.
029. I've got to go, babe. I'm in the middle of something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to go? No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm streaming.
God, guys, it's crazy.
Dan,
across the world.
Dan, do you got to go?
No, I don't have to go. 2 secs.
Okay.
I'm just playing online with someone. It's been streamed.
But if you do need to go, I can always pivot.
Okay. All right. Love you. Bye-bye.
Oh,
sorry, Dave.
yeah.
I'm back.
Good man. Good man.
So
are you in the doghouse, or are you good?
No, not at all. No.
Okay,
no.
good.
No. I was like to my wife, I got to go. She's like, well, what are you doing? It's so
what
urgent.
are you doing, right? She's like, what are you, a kid? And you're like, yeah, basically. I'm just a kid trapped in a 40-year-old's body.
Sounds like myself. Jeez.
That's all of us. That's all of us. Who are we kidding, right? All right, so what are we doing now? Netlink, Japan. We've got Decathlete. Try that.
John, I've not played Decathlete yet.
Have you not played Decathlete yet?
No. Me and James are going to play it.
Let's give it a shot.
Recently.
I can't remember if Joe said Decathlete was demanding. It was like it might be like it requires it gets desynced easily because the timing is so essential for Decathlete. So right. That one might be playing with fire if we try that. But I mean, we could try it. Find out. Oh, hey, let's play Virtua Fighter. You like Virtua Fighter, right? Virtua Fighter Remix.
You know, I love Virtua Fighter.
Let's do that.
Let's do that then.
Let's do Virtua Fighter.
I'm head out, guys. I gotta get ready. We're just cleaning up the house, and now I'm all sweaty, so I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna get something to eat. But if you guys are still streaming when I get back, I'll hop in. If I don't, I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, take it easy, Pat. See ya.
Later, Pat.
All right, I will go into listening mode, and I will wait until you're ready.
Yep, just taking a little longer than usual. But
yeah, no worries.
So this panel you were talking about, Dave, I'll have a think about that and chat with James. But there's so much that Sega did,
right? And I don't want to. Somebody needs to mute their.
Yeah, you got some background.
Yeah, we got somebody that has their mic on. They need to mute it. Let me see here. There, I turned them down.
Orchid.
Okay, let me see here.
Orkies.
Sorry, what?
Okay.
Yeah, Dan, you ready?
Yep, ready to go.
All right, hold on a second. Let me wait for the click and let you know here. Okay, got the click. Go ahead. Go ahead and dial. Yeah, dial.
Yeah, I was thinking as well when we were talking about the Dreamcast just now. Obviously, the first retail internet-ready console, but it may have been the second if the Pluto actually got to market, wouldn't it? Which is even crazier.
Yeah, it would have been. So yeah, that's another thing. We will talk about the Pluto. We will talk about but there's so much more. I mean, there's so much more. There's the floppy disk drive for the Saturn, and there's the MIDI compatibility, and so much stuff that folks don't even think about, when it comes to like Sega just being so far ahead of their time. The activator, honestly, Trevo mentioned the activator. I wasn't even thinking about that, but you're right. Now, of course, whether or not it was a success is is debatable, obviously, right?
It was not so good.
Wasn't ready for prime time, right? It was motion control back before motion control.
The concept and the idea.
Yeah. So it's like
where they did stick the landing with that bit was the Sega bass fishing rod, which was it's got a lot of functionality, a lot like the Wiimote, because you can use it to play Soul Calibur and a few other games.
Absolutely, good point.
Which is nuts.
Yeah, they're arcade, they're peripherals, and that's the thing is they were an arcade company at their heart. So it was like they were always trying to bring those experiences home. But how can you bring those experiences home unless you really, unless you really bring home the peripherals too?
Yes.
You going with Akira?
I'm gonna go with Jackie.
Oh, okay. You're probably gonna waste me. Assuming this isn't like super laggy.
It's a bit slow, I can see.
Hold on a second. I think the wife is trying. I can't pause this. That's the problem.
Sorry.
Nice.
Go ahead and talk to me. What, ETA? We're just messing around. I think we could probably half hour. That was mine asking like how much longer are we going? Yeah, I think because it's true. I got to get more laundry in the machine, and I got to do a bunch of other stuff today. Oh. Yeah. So this is like, but I think this is good. I think that for folks to see, this is what it's like when you're playing somebody on the other side of the world, right?
These are 14.4 kilobit as well. It's
these
crazy.
are 14.4 kilobyte. Mind you, it's sending just button presses basically uncompressed, right? Oh, yeah. I wasn't able to back out of that. Oh God, you're just killing me here. You're just killing me. Oh, excellent. I didn't even get a single hit off. Dan. I'm losing my license right now on live air. I'm losing my Saturn license right here. Can Dave please play a while longer? Shadow's gonna come ring my doorbell. Can SaturnDave come out to play? All right, let me
quarter.
Who should I be? I'll try to be Akira. Gotta love that music. Hey Jesse. He's home from the park. All right, here goes. Do this thing.
Oh, there. I. Okay, that's better.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Big elbow. Randy Savaging out.
you're doing great, even though it's laggy. You're still like,
Yeah, there is a slope.
yeah. Well, anyway, what I meant to say was that if folks are watching this and kind of trying to get an idea of what to expect, like this is the worst case scenario, and we're still having fun, you know. But I mean, but if you happen to be playing somebody on your own continent, much less you know, like near you at all, like maybe a state away or a I don't know, like a province away, you're gonna have a much better time too. So I mean, Dan and we're showing you like what to expect if your connection is terrible. And I mean, and I think, you know, well, there you go. I mean, he's still beating the crap out of me, but but it gives you an idea of what you can kind of expect. Is this Dave versus the Mega Driver? That is correct. If you want sometime, Dave, you and I could try it across the US. Yeah, that would be great. I should go against Trekkies, who I think he's over, I don't know, Midwest or what, Pennsylvania, that area? Illinois? I can't remember. I'll be Jackie this time. See if I can make any headway that way. PA. We got some folks. We got some folks in PA. We got some folks in Minnesota. Definitely a pretty big showing in Minnesota when it comes to Netlink stuff. I can only imagine that has to do with the fact that Joe helped get this stuff going.
Virtual Fighter on the Genesis, you guys remember that?
Yeah, it was not nearly as bad as people make it out to be. It was
I
liked
it.
It was digitized, right? It was just like digitized renderings,
Yeah,
I guess, of the characters.
It came out right around when Sonic 3D Blast came out on Genesis.
Yeah, I think the animation in it's brilliant. You know, for a sprite-based game.
Yeah.
Ah, damn. Yeah, and it's fun. You know, it's got it kind of.
Held its own as a fighter.
Oh no!
Yeah, I've never been too good at fighting games.
Yeah, so Dan, when you and James get your whole like green screen set up and all that stuff, you know, you need to do like a live stream with you and him doing Netlink, live stream it. You know, that'll be great.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to start streaming.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what can I say? You're a better gamer than I am.
I mean, those key combinations, I don't know how you guys...
It's, yeah.
I'm certainly not a better gamer, Dave, not at all. It's just,
I'm really good at, I'm decent at racing games and RPGs. I'm not great at fighting games, I'm not gonna lie. It's never been, ooh, Cage versus Kage, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like fighting games, you know, it's my bread and butter. I played a lot of fighting games when I was in the arcade in Japan. I can't get enough of them. But that's probably...
Yeah, fighting games and light gun shooters are your thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm just using the cheap ring out. That's quintessential button mashing for you. But it won't work the second time because you're too keen to it, you know.
Oh yeah, the somersault kick.
No, turn around.
Back attack. So who's the purple and who's the yellow?
I am the purple. I always thought it was blue, but is it?
No!
You ringed out! Oh my god, this is a slideshow. It's like frame, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a
feels like it's getting
slideshow.
slower.
Yeah, well, it is. Now, here's the funny thing. It is getting slower because the longer we play without rebooting our equipment, we get more and more out of sync. You know what I mean? So like, and by that I mean the longer we play a single game, you know, and we keep doing rounds. Joe said that the game does have the tendency to like get more and more out of sync. And sometimes if you want like a really fresh experience, it's just better to reboot your hardware.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But yeah, we got booted out anyway.
Yeah.
I should probably.
Does that reboot everything or just the tunnel?
The tunnel. You have to reboot the tunnel yourself manually.
Is
you know
there
what I mean?
Virtual Fighter on Game Gear?
Yeah, there is.
Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter animation.
Yeah. Virtua Battler. that's what it was originally going to be. Virtua Battler. Batura. But yeah, no, and then why didn't they just have it all be Virtua, right? You know, because with virtual on, it's virtual. So then you have like folks getting confused about it, right? Because it's like trying to keep those straight. I should probably go at this point because Jesse's home now and there's more stuff to do. So I could keep going, but honestly, I think it's probably best if I
this is fun hanging out.
Get some laundry done, get some chores done around the house. I have to fix a door. That's what it is to be a dad. You're just constantly fixing stuff. But yeah, so thanks for joining me, Dan. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for the games, Dave. It's been an absolute blast. Can't wait till next time.
Chuffed.
Chuffed, mate.
I'm chuffed. Cheers. No, but seriously, love you guys. Check out the SEGA guys. That's just SEGA guys on YouTube. Check them out. They do amazing content. They recently posted a superb video of their reactions playing like Netlink for 2 hours. They went through a handful of games. It was awesome. And you guys have a podcast coming up where you're gonna just delve into all of that, right? So I'm really excited to listen to that podcast. And so you can check out the SEGA guys. You can also join their Discord. They have conversation going on their Discord. Join the SHIRO Discord for sure. If you haven't, come be a part of the conversation and hang out with us. And you can get involved in so many ways. You can patch a Saturn game if you want to. You know, there's folks that can kind of get you started down that road. You can participate in the online tournaments. You can participate in the offline tournaments. We have a monthly community challenge. They're doing Last Gladiators digital pinball right now. That and Necronomicon. So those are awesome. What else? You guys can get involved in the homebrew scene. Joe Engine just got a huge update, and now voxels are supported, and there's more updates coming soon. So if you have any interest in programming for Saturn, there's folks that are incredibly knowledgeable.
You guys know that translating stuff. You gotta get me in the know-how.
You just there's a translation channel in the Saturn Discord, and if you express some interest in that, there are folks that could at least get you started. They're not going to do it for you, but they can show you what tools to use. There's like Crystal Tile, and there's hex editors where you can kind of open up the game and kind of take a look at. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of different ways to get involved with the Saturn community.
I mean, just point me in the right direction to where I can start.
Well, I'm not the one to do that. I'm a cheerleader. I'm a Saturn cheerleader. My job is to get folks excited about Saturn and to try to encourage them to become involved. But there are folks, really brilliant folks like Malenko and Derek Pasquarella A-Team, who are incredibly knowledgeable, and they're super nice and approachable guys. So if you are interested, just go to you're in the SHIRO Discord right now chatting. So you just go over to the translation channel and just drop a message and say, I'm interested in getting started down this path. What can I do? And there's knowledgeable folks. Like I said, Trekkies is the he is the like guru when it comes to Saturn video compression. So if you had any questions about VCD or like doing any kind of Saturn video stuff, he'd be the go-to. And he's also done patches like for Grandia and stuff. So very knowledgeable dude. Knight of Dragon, of course, and other folks in the community could get you started with homebrew development on Saturn. So yeah, just a plethora of options and things that you could do to get involved in the Saturn community. But definitely check us out on YouTube. Well, you're here. You're checking us out on YouTube. So just check out some of our other videos. And we have podcasts. We have like 4 different shows. The weekly live show. We've got the Editor's Corner. We've got the mainline cast, and then we've got the interview archive. If you're interested in listening to developer interviews or stuff like Tom Kalinske, and definitely go check out the Sega Guys channel. They're basically like a brother channel to us. And so, right, Dan? You guys are like
Absolutely.
our basically like our brother, and they are the excellent UK representation of Saturn love and Sega love entirely. They go harder in terms of all the Sega stuff, but check it out.
Hey, don't you guys forget, I did have that Sega Reform, my webpage. That was I don't think anybody ever visited. But
yeah, link it in the general chat, and I'll check it out.
I had a Sega Reform. It's old on Angel Fire. I've had that page up.
Oh my god, that's a blast from the past. Angel Fire.
Yeah, me and a couple. People I met online. We
nice
write reviews. Yeah,
nice. Well, so until next time, this has been SaturnDave and Dan the Mega Driver reminding you that you must play Sega Saturn and you must get it online. And until next time, we will catch you later. Peace.
Better.